Hello all, it's John the Old Geek, and this is a bit of an impromptu video. I don't normally do reaction type stuff, and this is done completely unscripted, and I don't know how much editing I'm going to do. I might just put it out as is. But typically, on a Saturday morning when I don't have to work, I have to work quite a few Saturdays, but I don't have to work today. I'll put on the Legion of Myth stream, which has gone on the night before when I've been sleeping, and just generally have it on in the background while I'm noting down things that I might want to do for a future video script. I might play a few games. I used to go and watch me daughter play football on a Saturday morning, but she's graduated to the ladies team now, so she'll be playing on Sunday afternoons. But just do what you normally do on a Saturday and chill out. But I would put on the Legion of Myth chill stream. Just put that in the background. And it's always interesting to hear what people say, different perspectives. Not all I'd agree with and not all I disagree with. But it's part of life to have access to other perspectives, other ideas, other beliefs, be they whatever. And I was just watching last night's one when they got on Joe from Biggest Geekers, who is setting up a new portal, a new website to sell geek related stuff, sort of nerd related stuff, games, books, whatever. And the whole point of it is that it's going to be very, very apolitical. There's going to be no sort of rules on what you can put on there, with the idea that people can just look for what they want, and if you don't want to see something, you can just filter it out, thus giving us gamers freedom to find the type of content we want, and publishers the freedom to produce the type of content they want. And it doesn't really matter what your content is, as long as it doesn't encourage people to go and blow themselves up or murder certain other people, then it should be available. It should be fine. And I just want to say, I fully support this. I think it's an absolutely magnificent idea. The world has become, it is in danger of becoming one big echo chamber. Certainly the gaming side of the world, side of the industry, side of gaming side of society, should I say. You look at, I know what kicked this sort of thing off is a certain person recently, in reaction to a certain decision in America, put out a certain piece of content in which he was very explicit in supporting a certain side of the argument. Now, I would never buy his product. To be honest, I find him very irritating, but I support his right to put that product out. And once his product was put out, people went, "Ugh!" And it was pulled straight off. I think whether it was RPG, Drive Through RPG, I believe it was. And the problem is that there's nowhere else for him to go to put it out. And it's Drive Through RPG and what's the other one that does all the 5e stuff? It's almost like they've got a monopoly, and they use that monopoly to push an agenda. And I hate that. I absolutely hate that. What the Wizards of the Coast at the moment are using the fact that they are the biggest name in the industry to push out their beliefs. Now, I'm not saying whether I agree with certain sides of their beliefs or not. I don't like that they are doing that, but I don't have a right to say stop doing it. I don't have a right for them to demand them that they stop doing it. I just have to make the choice myself whether or not I buy their products or I don't buy their products. And I have bought some of their products. I have recently stopped buying their products because the game is going more and more down the lines of ridiculously high fantasy. I like gritty, realistic fantasy games with a fantasy edge to them. So the fantasy feels much more impactful when it happens. But I like that grittiness. I like that real worldliness, and sometimes that real worldliness comes with topics that people go about, but I think they need to be there, and those are being pushed out, completely pushed out, for fear of offending people, for fear of causing harm, as they call it. So, coming back to the point, whether or not Joe's project is a success, we will find out. But I fully support it, because people should be allowed to create within a little bit of reason. As I said before, don't go out there and start saying go out and blow yourselves up. But people should be able to create pretty much what they want and have a means of getting it out there. And yes, of course, Drive Through RPG have the right to say no, but it's the fact that they are so big and they're so dominant that really, and they know it, and that's the bit that grates with me. So good on you, Joe. I hope it succeeds. I may not agree with you politically, religiously, whatever. In fact, I'm pretty sure I don't. But it doesn't matter. You have the right to do what you're doing. You're giving people the right to put their stuff out there, and that, to me, is important. Thank you.